up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beat. So don't get her pissed. It's Jason, called Like a Spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Here we go. What's going on? Hello and welcome to the KVJ show. Happy Wednesday. Yeah.
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Jbird's got on his official Wednesday uniform. He's got on an I Love Pizza hat and his pizza onesie, so you know he's ready for World Record Wednesday.
I'm ready. Is it enough?
I don't know.
It sounded like a question. I'm ready?
Yeah.
Is it enough?
Okay. Well, we'll see what he can dial up for us. It's going to be coming up about 7:20 this morning. You can check that out. We got the John Mayer tickets again today at about 8:10. So if you'd love to go see his show in South Florida.
Those John Mayer tickets got the ladies all riled up.
They do, huh?
Yeah, I'm getting texts from friends, and they're like, hey, I need John Mayer tickets. I'm like, you got to call Kevin.
Yeah, our winner yesterday, I don't know if she likes his music, but she just wants to go look at him. So
She couldn't name us. I asked her favorite song. She's like,
Nope.
I like them all.
don't care about the music, but she wants to go watch him. So
He's a
that's fine.
snack.
Hey, whatever your reason, visually, audibly, doesn't matter. It's all good. And also another round of Camp KVJ with those Rapids Water Park tickets. That is just 1 hour away.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, it just seems like every single day there's more Britney stuff and more juicy details come out, and it's just crazy. I was reading on TikTok yesterday, somebody had dove deep into some old messages from people that used to be around her. Remember that Sam Lufty guy?
Yeah, I do. I was her manager for a while. When she was really going through her tough times, he was the guy that was front and center.
And he was the guy that they say that Jamie Spears, her dad, wanted to get out of the equation.
Right.
And that's why the conservatorship was put into place, because of guys like Sam Lufty.
Sure.
I don't know if you can trust a Sam Lufty, but he's claiming he witnessed physical abuse on the part of Jamie Spears against his daughter, Brittany. I don't know if you can back it up with any kind of facts, but that's pretty heavy stuff, that not only he controlled her professionally, financially, medically, but that he also is physically abusive to her. Brittany has gone on again on social media and said, I'm not even close to telling you everything about the conservatorship. So are these the kind of details she's talking about? She says, I was told to stay quiet about things in our family for so long, and I finally feel like I'm just getting to the point where I can fully let go and tell you everything. Whoa.
She has been.
I know she said she's retiring from music. You're going to see another album from her.
You will. As soon as she gets out of this conservatorship, she never said she was retiring. She said she won't work as long as her dad is in control of the conservatorship. She doesn't want to work when the money goes to him. And I don't blame her if this guy has been that bad in her life.
She okay with money.
Yeah.
She just wants to keep it.
She wants to keep it for herself and not work for him. And I don't blame her. None of us should be a slave to work for anybody like this. In other news, Jennifer Aniston is supposedly dating Halle Berry's ex, Gabriel Aubry. Do you remember that cat?
Yeah, I do.
Super hot guy. Apparently, Jennifer Aniston and Gabriel Aubry are your next hot, sexy item. So, and that's what's going on in your dirt.
It's time for viral audio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Last night, Game 6 of the NBA Finals with the Milwaukee Bucks over the Phoenix Suns 3-2, and they had a chance to put it away last night.
Booker turns, shoots, fires. Shot won't go. Tucker the rebound. And that'll do it. It's over. The Bucks have done it. The long wait has ended. After a half century, the Milwaukee Bucks are NBA champions once again.
So there you go.
Go Bucks.
Yeah, go Bucks. They win 105-98 last night. They're NBA champs, first time since 1971.
I was going to say, I haven't heard the Bucks name in a minute when it comes to championships. It's been a while.
Well, yeah, and some people are really excited for them because typically, what happens is a lot of these stars, in fact, the last time they won it with a guy named Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Wow.
That then went on to the LA Lakers. And so typically what happens in a lot of these smaller towns is when somebody gets to superstar status, they'll leave for one of the big city teams, in New York and LA, one of those type teams, even in Miami, if you're talking about the Miami Heat. And then they go win their championships there. And these people in these smaller towns don't really get the joy of hoisting trophies and having celebrations. So that's why, some people are saying it's kind of cool that Milwaukee got that win.
Okay.
Yeah. So, big stuff for them. But basketball season is over. Can you believe that?
I didn't even know what was going on.
Yes. It's over. It's done. Hockey is done. We're moving on.
Well, you're in it. You got a kid in basketball camp, so you're probably very immersed in basketball.
Oh, and World Record Wednesday's got a basketball theme to it.
Shut up. Really?
So look out.
Wow.
Yep. So basketball might be over in the NBA, but not on the KVJ show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What do you think about today, Jbird?
I'm pretty excited because my UFO ship came in and I'm taking down my light and my fan in my little podcast studio, and that's going to be the centerpiece when you walk in. Boom, UFO.
Okay.
So
You said ship?
Ship with a
With a P.
Yes.
Okay.
I understand why you might think I would swear. I swear like a trucker. But you're going to have UFO lights on you, Virginia, when I interview you.
Oh, boy.
So our podcast studio is ready to go just about. And what I really wanted to do, if y'all are cool with it, I'd like to one-on-one interview everybody on the show. Get real deep with a Ralston. What's going on with that man behind the microphone?
I don't know if you can handle it. I don't know if he would open up completely.
I think I can get him to open up.
I don't think I got anything left to say.
I can get you. I can get you to give us a nugget or two.
You think so? Okay.
I do. I'll have some drinks flowing. I'll make sure you have an Uber ride. It's going to be real nice like.
Okay.
So I'm very excited. That's going to hopefully be happening by the end of this week. So big stuff.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm having Klepto from the snack pack put in my UFO, taking out the fan. It's going to be real goofy in there.
Okay.
If I ever win that money, I'm going to get that chocolate river.
We know you will.
What's on your mind today, Virginia?
So I got something in the mail as it pertains to Magnolia, and I looked at it quickly. I didn't really open it up and get deep dive into it, but I looked at it and I went, oh my gosh, Magnolia's been invited to join the National Honor Society?
Oh, that's cool. Look at her.
I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Dang.
And then I looked at it closer and I was like, wait a minute. There's no word honor. The National Society of High School Scholars. What the hell is that? Okay, that's not the National Honor Society. It's something that has a name close to it. And I'm trying to figure out, is this a trick? It doesn't say National Honor Society. It says National Society of High School Scholars. She thought it was the National Honor Society, too, and she gave it to me. She's like, look, Mom, how cool. And I know what the National Honor Society is. I don't know what the National Society of High School Scholars is. Is this a scam?
Sounds made up.
Sounds made up, right?
I don't know. It could be something. I mean, it just may not be one that you know.
Aren't all high schoolers high school scholars? It has no credibility. There's no honor in it. There's no, you have to have a certain level of academic excellence.
Well, the thing I didn't know, because I achieved no academic excellence.
Me neither. This is new to me.
Is when my son had graduated high school, I saw all these kids and they had all these ropes around them. And I'm like, what the heck is all this kind of stuff that they got going on? And apparently each rope is akin to something else. So the kids that were really smart had like 20 ropes draped around their shoulders.
20 ropes.
And that was all I'm exaggerating, but that was all the different kind of scholastic groups and things that they had done and belonged to. So, find out if they got a rope, because maybe Magnolia can get one for graduation.
So I read into it. They get a rope. I don't know what else they get, but it's a $75 rope.
Of course it is. I remember those kind of awards where you get to kind of look like you've done something good, but you're paying to play a little bit.
Yeah, I just don't feel like this is legit. I don't know.
It's like the Walk of Fame. You pay for it. Is it really the Walk of Fame?
Thank you.
If you pay for it?
If you pay for it, is it really you being recognized for your scholastic achievement?
Right.
Or do they invite everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to get in the mail today and I'm going to open it up and they say, Bird, you're a scholar too?
Sorry we missed you.
Yes.
We want to award you this.
We're 40 years late.
40 years later.
Okay. Somebody's texting in saying it is a scam. You got to pay for it. Don't do it, Virginia. So.
Oh, look at that. They almost tricked me, because if I hadn't read it closely, it looks like the National Honor Society.
Well, you're no scholar.
I'm no scholar. They almost got me.
I would have read it thoroughly, but I can't.
Too many big words.
Yes. Can't understand it.
Well, we got answers.
Thank you. I appreciate the answers of the people. I almost paid the money.
Jbird, would you say that you have peaked when it comes to your style? Or do you think you had a great age for where you really were dialing it in and it was like, man, I've never looked better. My fashion sense was on point and I was dressing like I was a model?
I'm glad you asked me that, because I feel in modern day times, I'm in my prime.
You're in your prime, okay. So you are above the curve. They say that a man supposedly reaches his, quote, style prime at the age of 30. That apparently is when he's doing as well as he possibly can.
I've always been a late bloomer, really just hitting my stride now.
Virginia, from observing men, do you agree with that? Do you think that most guys are most fashionable right around the age of 30?
I would say yeah, because after 30, a lot of guys become dads. And a lot of guys, get a more relaxed, chill realization that it's not all about the, material things and all that. I think they get more of a dad bod. And a dad bod doesn't really lend itself to high fashion.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think for several reasons. I think typically a lot of kids, when they're in your teens, you got that skater punk kind of like look, and then, maybe you got the lazy college student look.
I had the skater look for a minute. I was into the skating thing. I wasn't allowed to ride a skateboard, and about the third time I ever did, I almost knocked out my two front teeth doing that Back to the Future move.
Okay. Yeah. So around the age of 30, so it does kind of make some sense. They say before that point, the average guy will go through 5 overall looks. 5 overall looks. So you had your skater look.
Oh, I've had a bunch of looks.
Yeah, Kevin and Jason both, y'all have had a lot of looks.
Fat, I've been skinny, I've been fat with a dyed beard, I've been fat with a gray beard, I've been skinny with a gray beard. There's a lot of long hair, short hair.
Yeah.
Don't forget about all the alter egos.
Alter egos, yeah, that's just for fun and giggles.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm well above the curve of 5 overall looks.
I love your look now you got going on.
Yeah,
thank you.
Oh,
you're talking to Kevin.
Both of you. Adorable.
Yeah, I think that I might be hitting mine later than 30. I don't know if 30 was I was on point. I think at the age of 30, is that when I only just wore polos, or was that when I was going through my Tommy Bahama phase?
You went through a weird I got on the show right when you were about 31, and from 31 to 36, you really explored some different looks.
I had a lot of different looks.
You had when you were real meaty, you wore a lot of skulls and a lot of I'll kick
I
your
had the
ass.
rocker tee look.
Affliction
phase.
Yeah, I remember you were wearing those capri pants for a minute.
I did. Had that on.
You had highlights before I got on the show on your hair.
Yeah, that was during the disco shirt phase.
Yeah, I caught right when I got on the show, you dressed up every show like you were going to Monkey Club at midnight.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it looked like to me.
That was a disco shirt phase.
Welcome to Monkey Club, everybody.
I had my craft beer shirt phase.
Yeah.
Which I still wear those, but not every single day like I was there for a couple years.
I think now now your wife is more integrated into picking your clothes.
Yeah.
And she's got your elevated taste.
Right, yeah.
You wear more labels now.
I try to mix it up a little bit.
And you have more of a slim, trim build. And it's really conducive to wearing like that male model kind of clothing.
I don't know who's cutting your hair right now. Not that you listen to a Kev Love Fest, but this haircut right now, it is on point.
Same person, hair club.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing it.
Will you let her know that she's got our seal of approval?
Oh, you got the bird over here just flustered.
They say the average
big
guy.
fella.
All right.
Aren't you straight?
Yes, I'm just having some fun.
You wouldn't know by looking at that motorcycle video from Saturday.
Oh, no. There's a gap of time that we don't know what
You
happened.
look like he's part of an aggressive gay biker gang.
Klepto from the Snack Pack saw the video and he goes, "There's no way you guys didn't do it."
Well, we found you like 30 minutes later in front of Duffy's.
It was not 30 minutes
No
later.
one can explain what happened for that time gap.
Mary, no memory over here. She has no idea what she's talking about.
Panda told me that.
It was not 30 minutes.
Barbie blackout?
Yeah, exactly. I've got the timestamp of when I got picked up.
Hey, kids, it's Blackout Barbie.
I'm going to make up facts.
All right, maybe it was 10 minutes. This 30 sounds more fun.
Yeah, so 4 different hairdos, 5 overall looks, 3 different facial hairstyles is what a guy goes through, they say, by the age of 30. And I do have on a beer shirt today, actually. I want to say thank you very much to Therese in Pompano. Her cousin Gary's the brewmaster at Brooklyn Brewery.
Wow, that's a big brewery.
Yeah, they make a great brown ale. I
Yeah,
believe
they
it is.
do.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's a big, big brewery. They're
It
in
is.
wide distribution. Look at you,
So
power
thank you,
player.
Therese, for the shirt. I got it on. Appreciate that. Coming up here in a couple of minutes on the KVJ show, somebody sent us an email and said, "Hey, I'd like for you to play the like game again. I love that game. In fact, I've got a suggestion. Why don't you play it with Virginia?"
Damn.
I know, right? I'm like, what? So apparently we got a clip to see how many times Virginia can drop a like coming up here on the KVJ show. One of the games we haven't played in a while is the like game. And we got an email here from BB saying, "Hey, can you play the like count game featuring Virginia?" On the 19th on the regular show podcast, I noticed that she went on a like marathon.
It's weird. I caught myself doing like a lot. I was editing some audio about 4 years ago or 5 years ago, and there was a segment where I said it 4 or 5 times. Go, Bird, you gotta. I started practicing not saying the word like because it's almost like a disease that gets into your head.
It is. You hear it a lot.
You have to. It's got to almost have an exorcism to get it out of
You're
yourself.
right. I need to purge myself.
You have to concentrate in your regular day life when you're talking to get it out of your system.
Yeah, you do. So we've got a 16-second clip here of Virginia that was recommended from the email.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
How many times could Virginia drop the word like in 16 seconds?
It was on Monday, I think, where she was talking. If it's from that clip, I'm going to say it was 11.
You're going to go with 11.
She was hung over. I don't think she knew what was going on. And like was her crutch word. She said a lot.
She's just
may have still
stumbling through
been
it.
drunk.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say 11.
Going to go with 11 and 16.
That's a lot. I'll take it down to 8. I'll take it down to 8.
Going to go 8.
8.
Okay. 8 seems like a good over-under. That is, half of the time is going to be filled with likes. Okay, so can she do 8 and 16 seconds? All right, let's do the like count for Virginia.
So she used to be like Jewish, Orthodox, like strict,
Okay.
like very much like all about like subservient to her husband and everything. And then all of a sudden, when she got in her 40s, she was like, screw this life.
6. I got 6.
6.
It's pretty strong.
That's a pretty good like count.
I was so excited. I was talking about my unorthodox life on Netflix.
Yes, that
You
was.
think I got you going?
That was the moment I remembered.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's not too bad. There you go.
Yeah, 6 ain't so bad.
It's not great.
Not great.
It's not Siesta Key material.
No, or Love Island.
Love Island. But you're getting there. All right, coming up here in a couple of minutes, we got a fun game. We counted Virginia's likes, and now we're going to count other things from Jbird. How many does Jbird have? Like, if you had to take a guess, Virginia, how many alien shirts do you think he owns?
Oh my gosh. How high do numbers go?
They don't.
To infinity,
They go to
if you're
infinity.
being
I
specific.
thought you really want us to answer that?
What do you think he has more of, alien shirts or food costumes?
Oh my gosh, that's a tough one.
Okay.
Probably food costumes.
Think he's got more food costumes than he does alien shirts?
I think.
Care to put a number on how many food costumes he has, Virginia?
I would say at least 30.
Gonna go at least 30. That's a pretty solid number. You said 30, Virginia. The over-under is an over.
More than 30?
He's got more than 30 food costumes.
He's got like 5 or 6 pizza. He's got a cupcake. I've worn the hot dog costume under protest.
Yeah, don't forget my whole Oscar Mayer line that I've got. I got the bologna. I've got the ham.
You do have the bread.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you're forgetting a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there is. In fact, 43 in total.
43 where I could say it's fully complete. Now, I've got some incomplete food costumes out there, but 43 I could legit do a Broadway show with.
Don't forget about the crawfish costume you bought.
I didn't even count that one.
Wow, 44. It just keeps going up.
I don't look at that as food,
Man.
though. I look at that as a gross crustacean.
Yeah, he has a lot less alien shirts, believe it or not, than he has food costumes.
Yeah, I had to throw about 3 or 4 of them out because they had holes in them. I wore them so hard.
Okay.
So-
You've got 11 alien shirts?
That's correct. As of right now, currently 11.
Okay. That's kind of impressive. How many?
I thought that was actually kind of low. I was a little embarrassed to send that.
Step
only
it
11?
up. Step it
Yeah,
up.
only 11. Well, I've got over 30 Bigfoot.
So you okay. So you love Bigfoot more than aliens?
Apparently.
I don't want to answer that right now. I really have grown to love aliens and all of that. I love
Okay.
Bigfoot. I love them. They're like my children.
So now you're identifying parts of your life where maybe you just don't have it quite together. And you realize that maybe you just need to step up your alien shirt game
Oh, this is
because
a
you've not been focused enough on it.
it's a rude awakening. It's a sobering moment for
Right.
me, and I will be on eBay later.
That's why we all should do inventories in our lives to what's important to us.
And make sure it reflects who we genuinely are.
Absolutely.
A lot of people look at their finances. Jbird looks at his alien shirts.
I'm
little
living my
low
best,
on that.
living my best life.
I know. How many pairs of Bigfoot underwear do you think Jbird has? If he's got 11 alien t-shirts, how many pairs of Bigfoot underwear, Virginia?
Bigfoot panties. I'm going to go 6.
Okay. It's a good guess.
And half of them are G-string.
It's 4.
4.
Yeah, I need to up my. I gotta get
okay.
Bigfoot panties.
Now you're starting to realize it seems like you're okay on food costumes. I mean, 43 is a good, strong
We're set.
number.
We're set
Yeah.
on that.
Feels like
we're
you're taken
good.
care of in that category.
You're right.
Boxes of Uncrustables. Let's take a look in his kitchen.
Oh boy, I know he likes to buy those in bulk.
I do.
Okay.
I go big on my Uncrustables.
But he doesn't actually go to the store where they sell things in bulk. He just buys 87 boxes from Publix.
The thing about Uncrustables, for you that don't know, they're not that easy to get at all stores, especially if you want specific Uncrustables. I'm a big peanut butter and honey fan on the Uncrustable.
Yeah.
Those sell out.
They sell out the quickest, and not every store offers them.
And the problem now, I notice this too because I have kids and they love Uncrustables. It's summertime. So every mom in town is trying to figure out how to feed the kids during the summer, and she's buying Uncrustables, and that's why there's none in the store.
Jbird, have you ever camped out front of a Publix for an Uncrustables truck?
When do they restock, and how do we get
Do you
that
imagine if the
notice?
Uncrustables guy and you pull up to the Publix and there's a guy that is wearing a food costume? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, finally. Don't sell those peanut butter ones yet with the honey.
Do you have an Uncrustables costume?
I don't. You'd have to make that. You'd have to, yeah. That's yeah. You got to outsource that.
That's
Kinda
beautiful.
Like my Captain Crunch costume. I'm outsourcing.
That was
okay.
custom made.
Yeah.
How many different cheeses does Jbird currently have?
Did you tell her how many Uncrustables I have?
The Uncrustables? It is 6.
6 boxes.
Yeah.
Wow.
What you can do, you can freeze them too.
Oh, okay.
I'm on a little diet right now, so I haven't had any Uncrustables this week.
Okay, so you took the ones that you had and you're freezing those?
They're great for a little snack. Anytime I have a party, I always put out Uncrustables for everybody. That's why I like buying them in bulk. It kind of looks impressive. When
So you're doing an Uncrustables buffet for your friends?
just part of the buffet. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I always have Uncrustable. You can just grab and go. It's also a good when you leave the party. Grab Uncrustable, get the heck out.
Now, are all your friends 8?
No, they're all high. AF.
Oh, okay.
They're all.
They're either 8 or stoned. Okay, makes sense now. Okay, different cheeses, Virginia.
Okay, this is where I get serious because I really appreciate his love of cheese.
I counted them last night when I wrote all this up, and there's a specific number of all different cheeses I have.
I'm going to say he has 11 different cheeses.
Okay. Too high. He's at 8.
Damn it.
I'm embarrassed. I got to get more cheeses.
Are you saying you're lagging
Eight's
in
a lot.
Uncrustables?
Eight's a lot.
Yeah, 8 is a good amount.
Eight's a good amount.
That's a lot.
8 is a pretty solid amount.
I go to Restaurant Depot where I still need to take you. I buy cheese in bulk now. Oh, Jbird.
I'm really on that smoked Gouda train. I like a smoked cheese.
I can get you a giant wheel of smoked Gouda.
Yeah, I gotta be careful with them wheels though.
Yeah, how long does that last?
It lasts too long and the cheese
4
gets hard.
years.
Yeah, I'm only a
Does
man.
it? Okay.
You know what I mean?
It doesn't go bad?
No, my sister bought a wheel of cheese from Italy and had it
Okay.
imported.
Yeah.
And they seal it, and then you just take little chunks off, and then you leave the rest like sealed, and it can last years.
Really?
Yeah.
I would not have known that.
Yeah. Fancy cheese, Kev.
Because it's a dairy product, I would think that it would go bad after a while.
It wouldn't go well with me. I know if the Sinicki house, it'd be perfect. Me, half the cheese would be hard. You have to
He wouldn't wrap it up right.
I'm a terrible rapper. On a microphone and with food. I'm just not very
Not
good.
your thing.
No.
Not your thing. I was surprised by this. I didn't know you were so into California raisins.
I didn't either, but I was at my buddy's antique toy shop and he had California raisins in bulk at a very cheap price. And as a little kid, I did have them. So I bought them all up and I
Okay.
put them in my little toy section.
Yeah, they're big in what, the mid-'80s?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were like 80, 87.
Yeah.
They were a quick fad.
They look good though on a little shelf, I gotta tell you.
Okay. How many do you think he has, Virginia?
I saw the California raisins when I was there on Saturday.
You remember?
Well, it was before Crazy Horse.
Okay. That makes sense.
BCH and ACH are different.
They are.
I think he has 15 of the California raisins.
Close, 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember what song they would sing back in the day in the commercial?
I heard it through the grapevine.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. They were big for about 3 weeks.
They were. They
had
were
a-
huge.
No, they had a big run, longer than 3 weeks. I would say they had a year run where
I
they were
burned.
huge.
I burned on them quick.
Yeah, they're not that
They
awesome.
had a TV show that...
When I saw them on Saturday at your house, I was kind of like, why the hell does he have the California
Yeah,
raisins?
well, no one's shocked that you came into someone's house and was judgmental. I kind of expect that. It's kind of the thing.
What is that about?
Okay, one more item here. How many does Jbird have? Pot bowls? What are we talking about there? What's a pot bowl?
Oh, a bowl.
An accoutrement for smoking marijuana?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to put in there.
Okay. Virginia, how many of those do you think Jbird has?
Pot bowls? Does it go in the bong? I don't understand.
It's just like a regular pipe, basically. It's a pipe. Yeah,
It's a pipe. Okay.
Yeah, they call it a bowl in the pot world, I
They
guess.
do.
or in the-
Okay. All right. A bowl, a pipe, whatever you want to call it. How many do you think he has, Virginia?
I don't notice those. So
Do you think he has more pot bowls or more costumes?
I'm gonna have to explain this answer.
it's got to be
after.
costumes, right? It can't
Well,
be
he's
more.
got 43 costumes, food-related costumes we found.
Does he have more pot bowls than costumes?
He does not, but it's not too far off. He's got 29.
I was going through a bunch of stuff because I'm making my podcast studio. I found this Publix bag tied up with a BTK type of knot. You couldn't even get through this thing. I had to rip open. It was covered in all these wires, and then I look, and it's all of these old time bowls from, I don't know, 5-6 years ago from the gas stations. They're really cheap. you buy them for $4.99, and they don't, after a while, they're kind of cruddy. So I guess I threw them in a bag a while ago, 4 moves ago.
Okay.
And I just found them, so I gotta
right.
get rid of those. I'm gonna get arrested. Your gas station bowls are not the best.
Okay. Okay, how long before leftovers are fair game in the fridge? Jbird, I know that this has always been an issue in your house. Your brother one time was upset because you ate a sandwich that he had in the fridge.
It was Chinese food, and it was
okay.
my senior year in high school, and he still brings it up.
Okay.
That was 30 years ago, or I don't know, 28 years ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ate it. I know it was wrong to do it. I knew eating it was wrong, but I had that teenage hunger, and I had that teenage angst. I didn't care.
Yeah. Now, this will often happen because we'll go out to get something to eat, and my wife won't eat as much as I will, and then I'll see it and be like, oh, that looks so good. I want it. And there have been times where I've just gone ahead and I didn't care. I jumped into it and I ate it. She gets upset.
Leftovers from a restaurant's different, man. You can't eat those. It's so off limits.
I love that I live with people that don't like leftovers. Panda doesn't like leftovers. Mags is a little too snooty for leftovers. Rocco won't eat the leftovers. So every time we have leftovers, I get to eat them, and I love them.
To me, when I have a bunch of leftovers, I feel like the richest man on the planet.
Me
I
too.
feel there's an abundance.
Food rich,
yes.
Like multiple doggy bags makes me so happy.
Those are the nights I sleep the easiest. Seriously.
Okay.
If you
That's
did a
what you
sleep
gotta
test
do, though.
on me,
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. So how long can leftovers remain in the fridge before they become fair game? Now, typically what I do now, I will try to get permission from my wife before I devour her food. But I would think a standard should be 24 to 36 hours. And then it should be open game.
No, I disagree with that. If it's your leftover from the restaurant, there is no time limit. That's not yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So never, huh?
Unless someone says, "Hey, Kev, go ahead and have this brisket sandwich."
So without permission, you can't grab the food.
You shouldn't. Not in a house where people care about leftovers.
Okay, for example, if Virginia ate Panda's leftover, he's not going to be so butthurt about it.
He don't care.
He
He
don't
don't
care.
notice.
But if me and Virginia, God forbid, were married and she ate my leftover, that's grounds for divorce.
We'd kill each other in a week.
Oh, all right. We wouldn't even get to the wedding.
Okay. So there's no debate on this. So you just need to ask permission if you're going to eat leftovers. And if you don't, there's no time limit. You are in the wrong.
Like anything, know your audience. No, if you have a
Yes.
leftover audience, don't eat their leftover.
If you know the queen likes to have
Yeah.
leftovers, which I know she does.
Learn the hard way, Virginia. I did violate that trust.
Damn, what'd you eat?
I don't remember now. Food.
That ain't no way to get laid, Ralston.
Yeah, well, clearly I'm doing it wrong. We got Mika on the line here from Port St. Lucie. She would love to get her hands on our prize today for Camp KVJ. You got 3 kids, Mika, is that right?
Yes, I have 3 kids. I have a 12-year-old. Her birthday was just on the 14th. I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Oh,
Wow.
perfect.
Okay. Yeah, so I imagine keeping everybody happy and then funding all that, it's not cheap. So we're going to pick up the tab for you, okay, Mika?
Oh, my God. Thank you so much. I've been listening to you guys since high school.
Aw.
That's awesome.
Love to hear that. Well, we love giving you this. And send us a photo. I'd love to see you out with the kids having a good time, okay?
Will do. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Tomorrow, doing it again for a lucky parent or grandparent out there. You want the Camp KVJ hookup, 4-pack of tickets to Rapids and Urban Air Wellington with the trampolines and adventure that they got going on there. We got the hookup for you. Got some birthdays going on today, or a birthday. Happy 5th to Jaden. Nobody can make me laugh like you can. Don't wait to celebrate at Blizzard Beach next weekend. Love, Aunt Jackie. So there you go. Nice little birthday shout out there. You want one on the KVJ show? Just send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com. Well, the NBA season wrapped up last night. Congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks, winning it in 4 over the Phoenix Suns, or winning Game 6 last night. 4 is what they won total. And they are the NBA champions. So Jbird is going to be trying a world record attempt dedicated to them. This is the world record for the most circles around the leg with a basketball in 30 seconds.
I did practice.
Okay.
This is when I did practice, but here's the thing. You can't mess up. As soon as you mess up at all, it's over.
Oh, wow.
Hamburger hands can't be so hamburgery.
The current record is 68.
Are your baggy pants gonna mess with this?
I don't know. I'm free narding it right now.
We need to get you a belt and a cup.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Okay. All right. Can Jbird fix himself up there if you want to see all the action? See how well he does. 68 is the record. Basketball around the legs in 30 seconds. Time for a little world record Wednesday here, coming off of the NBA Finals last night. Milwaukee Bucks are the world champs. After 6 games, they took a 4-2 series lead and the win over the Phoenix Suns. So Jbird is going to be doing a World Record Wednesday dedicated to the NBA Finals last night. It is the most circles around the leg with the basketball in 30 seconds. The current record stands at 68. Now, the rules state that you may use a standard-sized soccer ball or basketball, and any drops of the ball during the attempt will disqualify you. Okay, so normally we start at about half of what the record is to talk about KVJ impressive. We'd be looking at 34 laps around his leg, which would be a little bit more than 1 per second, Virginia.
Ooh, that's pretty quick.
I did practice this.
You did? Okay.
Ask me how practice went.
How'd it go?
Awful.
Okay, great. Okay, let me see. I will put it at 20 or 25. What are you feeling, Virginia?
I'm going to put it at...
I think you do 25 now.
Yeah, I think 25 is a good number.
That seems standard. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 25 in 30 seconds. What do you think? Are you going over or under on this, Virginia?
I'm going to go over.
Okay, witch.
Over
Okay.
25. Okay.
Just, you got to watch. You do have low-hanging balls, so be careful.
You have a low talking voice.
I know.
Suits, you going over or under on this? He's going to go over. He's going to go over 25.
I
Wow.
kind of don't like when you guys think I'm going to do good. A lot of pressure.
You better perform.
Okay, then I'll say under.
Thank you, Coach.
There's
You're welcome.
realistic. The voice is rational.
Denny's, what do you think here? Over under 25?
I say he breaks it.
Yeah, piece
The
of
world record. Okay. All right.
No, his testicles.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Didn't qualify what it is. Okay, he's got 30 seconds here on the clock. You'll hear a ding in the middle to let you know you're halfway done at the 15-second mark.
Oh, I'm doing this one for the kids.
You are,
The
okay.
McNuggets out there. Don't ever give up, kids.
All right, well, watch your own McNuggets. Okay, here we go. Most circles around the leg with a basketball in 30 seconds. Current record is 68. It's World Record Wednesday.
We have a counter?
Yep, got it. On your mark, get set, and go. How many times you got? 3?
That's 3. That's 4.
5. Okay. How many is he out there, Virginia?
8, 9, 10.
Okay.
11.
He
12,
is 20 seconds left.
15,
He's still going.
16.
He hasn't dropped it at all.
17.
Okay, he's halfway
18,
there.
19, 20, 21.
Okay. Can't drop it.
and
Okay.
22.
Had a little bit of a
23,
hiccup there.
24.
He's at
25,
7 seconds.
26, 27.
5 seconds.
28, 29, 30,
2,
31,
1.
32, 33.
Boom.
Yeah.
Look at
Got
that.
33.
33.
That is a great round.
Wow.
33, almost halfway to the world record mark of 68.
Look at you, old man.
Yeah. That's a solid round today. We call that a win. That's a win. I think you did great. That's a win.
Oh, man, I am winded.
Yeah?
Ooh,
Got a
man.
good workout there?
I feel like an athlete. I know how those NBA players felt last night.
I think they ran for about 30 minutes. You did 30 seconds.
Look, semantics, baby.
Yeah.
Semantics.
That is impressive.
What a
Very
champ.
nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, today is also another big day. Did you realize today is hot dog day?
No.
Yeah. Hot dog day today.
Love hot dogs.
Yeah. What do you love on a hot dog? What is the absolute number one? What's the first condiment you choose for a hot dog?
Relish.
I
Relish.
love relish. It's not my number one, but I love it. I used to eat spoonfuls of that hamburger relish out of the jar as a kid.
So good.
Okay. What would you say? What is the number one condiment that belongs on a hot dog, Jbird?
I love ketchup. I know Virginia's going, I'm going to have ketchup.
Really, ketchup?
I love ketchup, yeah.
People are going to say mustard.
Mustard, I think, is going to be your number one.
Yeah.
To me, ketchup, mustard, and relish together on a cheese dog, oh, that's perfection, baby.
Yeah. Do a lot of people like ketchup on a hot dog?
Yes.
Where does the world stand on that?
It's very common on ketchups.
Yeah, my kids love it.
Yeah, ketchup. I would say ketchup might be even more popular on a hot dog than mustard.
Damn, how controversial.
It's a controversial statement, but I'm wearing a pizza outfit. I'm controversial.
Okay. So you think that ketchup would beat mustard?
I do. Now, that's not a knock on mustard. I love me some mustard.
It shouldn't beat mustard. It shouldn't. Not today, not
Okay.
any day.
I just think ketchup's a little bit more popular than your mustard.
It goes better, though.
Really?
Mustard is better with a hot dog.
That's an opinion, not a fact.
Huh. All right. Well, we'll see what the audience says here. We'll make a Twitter poll on that.
This is important stuff.
Oh, there are people out there who hate ketchup. They're very vocal about it.
It's low budget. I'm sorry.
Hunt's ketchup is low budget. That's the... How Hunt's still is allowed to make ketchup blows my mind. It is.
Isn't it always runny?
It's terrible, Kevin. Yes, it's terrible. Terrible flavor, terrible texture. I don't even call it. Ain't my ketchup.
Well, my wife is from Chicago, and they do these things called Chicago dogs. And when my wife eats a hot dog, when we go back there, they put everything from peppers on it to onions, and
It's a little too busy for me.
It's crazy.
I've seen the Chicago dog, and I don't think I'm woman enough.
It's almost all for show.
It really does seem like they're just trying to flex. We get it, Chicago. You're badass.
I also like a burnt dog.
Me
I like a
too.
little char on my dog.
Okay.
I don't like it when it's all boiled up.
I don't want it all to be crispy, but I do like little crispy pieces.
I don't want it looking like E.T.'s finger. I want it to look like E.T., I don't know, got burnt.
What?
I just when
Barbecue ET.
when a hot dog is
Very tough for ET.
when a hot dog's boiled, it looks like a long ET finger. Kids Google ET.
Yeah, it was a movie. What?
Oh, people know ET. Come on,
Oh, your references.
kids understand ET, and you have old ass references too. The other day you said something about Dukes of Hazzard. Sit down.
Okay, so the Twitter poll is up for National Hot Dog Day. What is the first condiment that belongs on a hot dog? Jbird thinks ketchup is going to be the winner. I think it's going to be mustard. What are you picking, Virginia?
I think it's going to be mustard, although mustard's not my number one. I believe the people will vote mustard.
Okay, I'll put relish up there as well.
I love relish.
I kind of want to put something on the line.
I love
You do, huh?
chopped raw onions.
If ketchup wins, Virginia's got to chug a bottle of a Hunt's. That's right. She has a new punishments.
Yes.
I'm above them.
I was just kind of thinking about the KVJ show, and we display on a daily basis some of the most useless skills known to mankind. Well, I was just kind of thinking about going, hey, I'm kind of strutting around here. I'm very proud. I won the One Note Name That Tune, but I'm like, what kind of skill is that? I'm like, where's the value in that in our society?
I think there is a value to that. You're well versed in the music industry. I think sit down at a bar, you could hold your conversation about many things, including music. I think it shows off quite nicely.
That and $5 will get you a sandwich.
Trivia night, you could kill it.
Yeah,
But nobody play. I mean, where else do you go play One Note Name That Tune? I didn't think bars have that.
baby, don't put your everything under a microscope because I take the victory and go home with it.
It is good, but I just started thinking about the odd skill sets that everybody seems to have here. Like, I can name songs in less than a second. Virginia can outdrink any human being.
She can. You were the only one standing that didn't. Although you were a mess, you were the only one that didn't throw up. Really, Kevin didn't throw up either.
Yeah.
But he's
Yeah.
a Boy Scout.
I didn't go as hard as Virginia.
You did not even
No,
come close.
No. Jbird can identify sauces and sodas.
I can also identify smells very well.
Yep.
Denny's knows when you're high.
Yeah.
And Suits can pretty much tell you where every cruise ship is on planet Earth right now.
At any given point.
At any given point, we have like the most odd.
We are.
I mean, the skill sets that we have, and really they have no value really anywhere except for in this studio.
We're not really people. We're more characters.
Yes.
That's kind of.
It's just very odd. I'm just wondering if everybody else has that. In fact, I'd like to know, do you have a useless thing you excel at?
And thank God we found each other because no one else would have us.
Yeah. Hey, you could let us know.
I had to come here. I had nowhere else to go.
No one else wants me.
877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. You can text us that. I want to see if anybody else does that or if it's just us that have those useless skill sets. I wanted to see how well you guys could do this. Somebody was doing this for me the other day, and it was really tough. I'm like, I can't really identify these. maybe you can do it better. You know, when you pick up your phone, you got the old touch tone here, and, you know, you start dialing stuff. And, you know, typically on most phones it works. Ours doesn't.
You can't dial out.
Great example, Kev. Yeah.
Kind of important when it comes to phone.
There we go. We got it. We got it.
Yeah. You know that thing where every single number basically has a different kind of tone or a sound, a different pitch.
Yeah, hit us with little jingle bells.
Okay. I could try a little jingle bells if I had it in front of me, but I don't.
No, on your on the keypad. You don't know jingle bells on there? You got it.
No, what is it? What are the
ding,
what's the
ding,
number?
ding.
What's the number
Go
sequence?
go 333 333 34343. Nailed it.
I don't feel like that works.
All right, another thing we're not good at.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe it's 433.
Here, let me try this one.
Close.
Okay.
Are you doing that?
Yeah.
You're not doing that. Kevin's a terrible liar. Kevin was not doing that last one.
Is that a recording?
Did that sound? Yeah. Did that,
That
sound
did
like
sound
jingle
like
bells?
it did.
I thought
Okay.
it was you doing it because I can't see your keypad over
Right.
there.
Okay, I'm gonna play another one. I'll see if you can figure out what song this is. Any idea what song that is?
Pina colada, if you like pina colada.
No. Virginia, any guess on that?
I'm a survivor.
Okay, no. Happy birthday to you.
That one was weak. Jingle bells is my jam, but happy birthday.
Didn't work? You didn't hear that one?
Did you hear that?
No, but maybe I'm just not good.
Okay. What about this one? Can you hear the song in this one? How about that? Dun, 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 dun.
8675309.
Dun, 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 dun.
Mary had a little lamb.
I don't know, it's kind of giving me anxiety. I feel like someone's trying to dial 911 and they can't get it.
That's not working.
What's that one?
Old MacDonald.
Oh,
Didn't hear that one?
I didn't hear that one either.
All right.
That's tricky.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And they're playing, I'm like, I don't really hear these.
I don't either. Jingle bells, you nailed.
Okay, you feel like that one worked?
Yeah, that one we
Okay.
could hear for sure.
It still wasn't that great.
No, it wasn't very good. Wasn't very good. Well, there you go. Some more ammunition for the KVJ hate song. Kevin, your stupid phone down a bit. Yeah.
Guys, ran out of material. Slow day.
Slow down. We do dumb things. What are you going to do? All right. Well, when people want to sound off, we got all kinds of different social media platforms where people can give us their thoughts. We get them via email. We get them in the chat room. We get them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Lots of hateful comments.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks. That sucks. That stinks.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Kevin looks like the genetic byproduct of an orgy at a family reunion. His sunken eyes and large cranium are clearly a result of crossbreeding.
Damn.
You hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Virginia has a face for radio and a voice for closed captions. Why does her body look like a bar of ivory soap that's been microwaved? It offends me just looking at her.
Hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
I hope everything Jason ever loved in his world dies slowly in his arms. He's definitely dying alone in a bucket full of his own tears. Pretty sure his birth certificate was an apology from the condom factory.
Hate us, you hate us, you hate us.
a lot.
You hate the KVJ show.
Denny's, that pod is making you sound so stupid. You're so dumb that you couldn't even count your own testicles and get the same number twice. And why do you dress like a roadie who struggles with meth?
Hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Okay, everybody here on the show, we have something useless that we all excel at. Everybody. So what about you? Do you have something useless that you excel at? Some interesting texts that people are sending in here. 877-979-WRMF. Somebody can touch their tongue to their nose.
Ooh,
Impressive.
I can do that.
I always like those kind of like little things. Can you do that, Virginia?
Oh, I can do that too.
Let me see you, Bird. You guys got some long tongues, huh?
Yeah, we do. And I got a big nose, so.
Oh, here we go. Tell Virginia she looks beautiful and young. And we love
coming
the
off the
bird.
KVJ hate song.
Yeah, you look great, Pumpkin.
I'm just months away from getting a nose job.
Oh, don't do that, Pumpkin. You're fine.
Somebody said, I can squirt a stream of water out of my mouth by pressing my tongue to the floor of my mouth.
Okay.
Huh. Like a fountain.
Yeah. I'd seen it. There was a kid, Dominic Russo, back in my high school that could do that. They called it gleeking or something like that.
It is, and people at my school would gleek on the back of your neck.
Yeah, he would do that. You'd feel it and be like, what is that? And yeah, you'd see him do it to somebody else. He just, I don't know how he did it. I'm like, how do you do that? He just...
Yeah, gleeking was popular in the 90s.
Okay.
Not COVID friendly.
Against
No,
other
it's
people.
Somebody else said, I can snake the chain of my dog tags up my nose and bring the chain back out my mouth.
Oh.
I don't want to see that.
Oh, that's tough.
That's tough.
That is a useless thing that definitely somebody excels at. Somebody else says I can fart on command. I don't know if I believe that. Can somebody really fart on command?
Okay, then let's call their bluff. Call in right now and fart on the phone. Put your butt right to the little receiver and let's hear you.
I do kind of want to hear it.
If they say they can legit do it, call your shot right now and let's hear you fart. I don't buy it.
Yeah, I would like to see that. You need to come out to one of our events. Downwind.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to see it, Kev.
I would like to hear it on the phone.
But how do you know? Because if it's on the phone, they could just have one of those fart machines or something. You don't know if they're really doing it.
You're right.
How about they have to send a video in? You can block your face out. We just don't believe you.
You could easily off camera just
Easily.
fake it.
You have to do it pantsless.
Yeah, I think unfortunately that's something you got to do face to face, butt to butt. I don't know.
I guess. Denny's, book the interview.
Yeah. And another useless thing you excel at, somebody said flags. I know flags and can describe them from memory.
Aww.
Why is that an aw?
It's so dorky.
Get out of here. Don't throw that with an aw. Do you hear that? Condescending aw to that person?
Aw.
I don't like aws. Aws are very, it's like bless your heart, Pumpkin.
It is.
That's what an aw is.
It is. I want to hook you up with tickets to go see John Mayer. He is going to be coming to South Florida. It is going to be April 2nd, 2022. It is a ways away, so these are winning before you can buy them. Coming to Sunrise in the BB&T Center. You want those tickets? Dial us up right now, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show. Got plenty of emails. People want to know, should they be ending their relationship or not? Make up or break up? You ever got one? Send it to us, mail@kvjshow.com. What is your ruling on this one? Do you make up or break up when your girlfriend loses her mind? It says, I've been dating this girl for 4 years, and we are waiting to finish college, and then we're going to get married. Recently, we went to St. Augustine for a fun little weekend getaway and to have dinner with my parents. We are not vaccinated, and one of the nice restaurants that we went to required non-vaccinated people to wear a mask. I saw the sign, I put my mask on, and I walked in. Well, my girlfriend just continued walking in, and when the hostess saw her, she mentioned to my girlfriend that those who are not vaccinated need to wear their mask to enter. My girlfriend responded, "Oh no, how dare you? I will wear my mask at my discretion." Then a guy who was waiting for a table interrupted my girlfriend and said that his kid had a breathing disorder and wasn't able yet to get the vaccine. He said he'd really appreciate it if my girlfriend put her mask on. She responded by hitting the guy with her purse.
Oh, my.
In horror, I reached out to grab the purse from my girlfriend. She wouldn't let go. She then shoved me away. I fell backward into an old guy, knocking him over.
Oh, my gosh.
My girlfriend, still in a rage, turns back to that dad and bites him on the arm. All this happened right as my parents walk into the restaurant. I apologized to them as I grabbed my girlfriend to get her outside, and after understanding what they walked into, my parents said, you know what, we're just getting out of here. Clearly, this is not going to be a good dinner. So this night was very uncharacteristic of my girlfriend, as I have never seen this out of her before. She is apologetic and believes that she had some kind of episode. I'm concerned that she has mental issues. I love her, but I don't even know how to respond to this.
Is that all that happened at the restaurant?
Oh my goodness, what kind of chaos is that? She's hitting people with her purse, she bites the guy.
Does he say in there if she was sober?
He does not. And they were going into dinner. I would think he would include that, but I don't know. We don't know what her state was. I think that you would take that into consideration as being, wow, you just got wasted and you acted a fool. So the fact that I think he's kind of looking into this, and she's saying that she believes she had some kind of episode.
I'm not trying to be controversial here, but maybe I am. Let's say it was the other way around, and the guy did all this, and he's smacking people and biting people. People would be like, this guy's an animal. The word episode probably wouldn't even be said, because episode makes it sound like, oh my gosh, you couldn't control it. It just happened out of the blue.
Yeah. You know, I think we see this because good people do bad things. We saw Richard Sherman, who is a upstanding player in the NFL, at least until he had 2 bottles of liquor and then went driving around and trying to charge into his in-laws' house. He had one of those uncharacteristically bad nights. She, and from what it sounds like, had a very uncharacteristically bad night. Why? Was it booze? Was it something else? You've been in it for 4 years. Is this a makeup or a breakup?
I think you guys need to go and talk to a professional and figure it out. Like, there's got to be a reason why she just flipped like that. And if she needs help, she needs to get help. If it's about anger management, like if she's stressed.
This is what's weird when it comes to all this stuff, because you read on, so you tell a story like that, everyone's obviously, you got to break up with her, she's awful. But let's really personalize that. You're with somebody for 5 years and you love them. They're your person. You would do anything for them, and then your person does something so uncharacteristic.
Right.
Do you just drop that person?
No.
Do you stay with them? I mean, I'm like you, Kev. I like to forgive people who do mess up. I know I'm always going, Wallace Pennington. A lot of times I'm just joking around. Something like that, it is tough when you see someone you really love who's never done something. It does happen.
Right.
Are you supposed to just say, oh my gosh, they did something horrible, I must break up? Or do you forgive them? Have a little flexibility.
Yeah, I think in this, I would get to the bottom of it. 4 years invested, and she clearly had a terrible night. I mean, what a scene, and how horrific that must have been, and embarrassing. And
now, is he being honest about this is uncharacteristic? If you look into her past, are we going to see 9 other examples of, oh crap, this girl's not fun to be around?
If this is a trend, you don't stay with this girl.
Hell no.
If this is a rare bad night, then I think you might look into what she needs, what might have happened. Maybe somebody can explain what happened to her.
You have to get an explanation. Without an explanation, I don't think you can move forward. You need to figure out why it happened and then how you keep it from ever happening again.
And does that whole like weird breakdown or the scene that she caused, does that really happen to a lot of people where they do something so over the top that's so uncharacteristic, or is that kind of a rarity?
This seems to me like it would be a rarity.
But do most people have that in them where, you know, they have the potential of doing something so uncharacteristic where they don't have control of it?
Right.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, I don't think most people could do all those moves.
I agree.
That's like a MMA fight.
Well, I mean, I am looking at in fact, they did a poll on people's mindsets and where they are. More people are snapping right now than they ever have before because of everything we've been through with the pandemic and where we still are with that. The world is still a little bit wonky, and the people on it might be a little bit wonky as well.
It's tough to come back from her biting people and it's tough to come back from.
I mean, I'm surprised she didn't get arrested.
Yeah, she might have. That sounds like something where there would be somebody pressing charges. He went on. The email did go on. I think that there's a pending lawsuit and stuff, too.
This is why,
Yeah, so
it's just.
I think he's got to deal with some financial problems, too.
I would not want to
from this.
I don't want to deal with any of this. That's so much drama.
I mean, we just got to figure out why she went off like this.
I know for me personally, if that was to happen to me, that's just too much drama for me to deal with. I'm not strong enough for that. I got to be out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. Good luck. I would at least try to answer the question as to what the heck happened. All right. You make up or break up on this. My girlfriend has had a growing friendship with her yoga instructor. He met us out one night when we were having some cocktails. This guy's really good looking and really charming. Well, the other day after their class, my girlfriend drove them to Three Natives to have lunch together. She volunteered the information later to me and then was shocked that I had a problem with it. I explained that it felt like she was putting herself in a situation that jeopardized our relationship, and I asked her not to do it again. She said I was being jealous and controlling for no reason and that my request was unfair. She wants to know why she can't have new friends, even if they are men. Am I out of line to hold my ground on this? Is it worth ending our relationship over?
Yeah, it is, because you guys are set on different pages. There are couples that they call in all the time. I'm friends with the guys. My husband doesn't care. He cares. If your mate cares about you getting all buddy with your yoga instructor, it's not going to work.
And why can't you get an ugly yoga instructor? I know they're out there.
Well,
you don't have to get a hot guy.
Yeah.
I get people go, oh, you're insecure. Well, newsflash, human beings are insecure people.
Yeah, especially when you're hanging out with a guy that's smoking hot and your man's not invited.
There's this whole thing, you can't be insecure. People are insecure, guys. That's what happens.
He got in her car. They drive together.
No, it's you're in a relationship. You don't do things like that.
I'd be tailing them into the bushes.
The biting woman and her, I'm out. I'm over it all.
Did you talk yourself out of giving the biting woman a second chance?
I never gave her a second. I was just asking the question about when do you really let somebody go that you have major history.
I mean, 4 years.
I know. I get
She only bit once.
Something tells me that there's other episodes.
You think there's other victims?
There's no way that's all that she's ever done.
He needs to put a Facebook post up. Hey, has my chick ever bit you?
I don't know. If I was a betting man, and I am.
Biting is just such a personal, tough thing to do.
I'm not going to be hanging with that.
Okay, one more email here. Make up or break up. She wants me to stop drinking. My girlfriend says that she wants me to stop drinking because her brother had a substance abuse problem that led to his suicide. She tells me it's too triggering for her to see me drink. I'm not some sort of sloppy drunk. I rarely have more than 2 drinks at a time. So why do I have to give it up? It's not that I can't stop drinking. I just don't like when somebody tries to control my life. My girlfriend doesn't understand why, if I don't drink that much, that I can't make a gesture to her to show how much she means to me. She sees it as me loving alcohol more than I love her. I don't, but I don't want to quit. Do I quit her instead?
Oh, boy, she
is projecting, and that's not good.
It's not.
If you're a guy that has 2 drinks and then you're good and you don't do anything else, like, what the hell is she all upset about? This chick sounds like she's a bag of issues.
I feel bad that some terrible things have happened in her life. With that said, I think she's being out of line by telling him he can't have a couple beers. You can't stop doing that to your mates, guys. What are you doing?
You got to understand the pain that she's gone through. That is understandable without a doubt. But yeah, that's tough when you carry that and, like you'd said, Virginia, project that onto everybody else and you want other people to curb their behavior.
Well, if you haven't shown you haven't done anything wrong and you're able to handle it, that's how my mom would be.
I mean, the guy is saying he had 2 drinks. Like, what's the big deal?
This is exactly how my mom was. My mom grew up in a house where there was some bad alcohol problems, and you weren't even allowed to, it just wasn't allowed, even a sip of it. She was so against drinking. But there's people that could handle it, in the family. Me not being one of them, of course.
Mom was right.
110.
Okay. Are you out on that one, Virginia?
I don't know if I'm out, but we're going to some kind of couples therapy so she can get she has to readjust her thinking.
Right. But I think he's okay to stand his ground on that.
Absolutely stand his ground.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to Wayne in Lake Worth Beach. He got the John Mayer tickets. Woohoo! We're going to be doing those every single day this week. And on Friday, we're doubling up. The winner of the No Name Movie Game is going to have John Mayer tickets, too. And until then, tomorrow, you've got tickets going to be happening at 8:10 and then again on Friday at 8:10. So listen for them then. Time for another Battle of the Generations. We've got the Gen Zs running away with this. They got 12 wins, and the Millennials and Gen Xers are right at 5 wins for Millennials, 6 for the Gen Xers. So we'll have the bottom feeders battled out for second place here. Okay, that would be Denny's representing the millennials, Jbird representing the Gen Xers here today.
Known as the Dirty Hippies, Kev.
Okay. Denny's, your partner is Becky from Indiantown. Hello, Becky.
Hey, good morning, KVJ.
Yeah, Becky.
Okay, and for Gen X, we have got Michelle from Boynton Beach. What's up, Michelle?
Hey, everything's great. Can't wait.
Okay.
Old people unite.
All right. Let's see how we do here. We'll start off with the millennials. Now, how we play the game, I offer up a question. It goes to our person that is calling in. If they can get it themselves within 3 seconds, they get 2 points. If they can't, it goes to their partner, either Jbird or Denny's. If they get it, then the team gets 1 point. Okay, here we go. Question number 1 for the millennials. Your question, Becky. What is the name of Nick Jonas's wife?
Rick Jonas's wife. Priyanka, I know it's her last name. Priyanka Chopra.
Okay.
She was saying Chopra at the buzzer.
Suits is going to be the one that's going to have to.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Do you happen to know what it is, Denny's?
I'm going to go Chopra.
I'm feeling generous. I'll give it to you.
Nice.
Priyanka Chopra.
Yeah, my pronunciation.
Chopra, it's close.
Okay.
Oh, what bird.
All right.
I see how we're playing here.
I'll give the same on this question, the same leniency to our Gen Xers. Okay, for you, Michelle, your question is, all right, what is the name of Joe Jonas's wife?
Here's the other one.
Okay. All right, Jbird.
Honus?
Honus Jonas?
I pray.
That's wrong.
Sophie Bush. Okay.
I know they got married in Vegas. That's about all I...
Okay.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the millennials jump out to a 2-zip lead. All right. Let's see if they can start to create a little space here. Back to you, Becky, for Team Millennial. Your question is, what is the name of Will Smith's daughter?
Jada? Oh, no, that's his wife. Damn it.
Okay. All right. Denny's, do you know? Name of Will Smith's daughter.
I don't know. Jasper.
Willow.
Yes.
Willow.
Willow. That's what we're looking for.
Willow.
Okay, no point there for the millennials in that round. It could be big for you here, Bird. All right, let's see if Michelle can get this. All right, Michelle, what was the name of Kanye West's mom?
Mom?
Okay. Bird, do you know?
Dodd West, Dottie. Oh, come on. What's the...
It's Donda.
I mean...
No. No.
Don.
Dodd.
Don?
So close, Bird. I can taste it.
It was
Man, I thought it... Damn it.
Oh, man. Gen Xers are not having a good day today.
No.
1 for 2.
Not good at all.
Donda.
Okay, let's see here. It could pretty much be put away if you can get a point here for the millennials.
Take a dive, Denny.
Okay, what MTV show is named after a place in Florida, Becky? Okay, Denny's, do you happen to know that?
Siesta Key?
That is correct.
Siesta Key.
You even kind of
It
sound...
lives that.
Siesta Key?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. It's pretty much not looking good.
Unless you throw a little 5-point bonus in there.
This is worth 2. If Michelle can get it, she's going to have to get it herself on this. Michelle, your question. What was the name of Jamie Lynn Spears' show on Nickelodeon?
Zoe 101?
That is correct.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
That is correct.
Dang.
Okay. It's 3-2. Millennials in the lead.
Don't count out old people, Denny's.
You're right.
Don't call it a comeback. Okay, next question here for Becky and the Millennials. Your question, what celebrity did Borat try to kidnap?
Anderson Reel.
Who? Nope, Google did not work that time.
She was close, though.
Yeah.
It was
Denny's?
Pamela Anderson.
Yes. Okay, there you go. Okay. All right. All right,
Gotta be
Denny's.
quicker on that Google.
You do.
Denny saves a point there. All right, so it is 4-2. That means that you have got to get this one all by yourself here, Michelle, to stay alive. Your question in Battle of the Generations, what is the name of the Kim Kardashian husband that played in the NBA?
Blake Griffin.
Oh, at the buzzer!
Oh, it's still wrong.
I love your effort.
Do you know what it is, Jbird?
Say it again, because I'm confused. Because I thought it was Blake Griffin, but you say Kim?
What is the name of the Kim Kardashian husband that played in the NBA?
I thought it was him.
I said Blake Griffin.
It's not Blake Griffin?
No, it's not.
Is it Lamar Odom? I know that.
No, that's Chloe.
Okay, I want out of this game.
Chris, well, you're out of it. That's the good news.
Chris
Chris
Humphries.
Humphries.
Has she dated him? How many basketball players has she
I
dated?
don't know if she ever dated Blake Griffin.
I never heard about Blake.
Yeah.
I thought they got together. Or is my partner putting seeds of poison in my head?
Not sure, but you have tied it up, Millennials, with Gen X. You get the win. Congratulations there, Becky.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good job.
Yeah.
There you go.
Killing it, Denny's.
Fun stuff.
Okay, the Millennials move ahead.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
So why did this woman in Chicago beat herself up? Apparently she did it to win a $12 bet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But here's the problem. She now has $4,000 in medical bills and she got arrested. So she got to deal with that as well. So probably not the best thing to do for $12.
You can get arrested for beating yourself up?
I know. Do you have to press charges against you?
Well, think about it. You're doing it on purpose. You're causing all this drama. People got to take care of you now.
You are stretching the emergency medical services, apparently, if she had medical costs.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And if you're doing it out in public, you're also a public disturbance as well.
Yeah. So that did not work out well in her favor.
Something tells me she might need a psych eval, too.
Yes. Did she go to a restaurant in St. Augustine and bite a guy?
Oh my gosh, we've heard your work before.
Yes. Boy, this is tough, huh? Imagine this. You've got your wedding, your reception, your first dance, and while you're getting down, you dislocate your knee.
Oh.
This actually happened to a bride in Pennsylvania. One of their guests, who was a doctor, was able to help her until medics could arrive and had to take him to the hospital. They told their guests, stay, enjoy the food and the reception. We'll try to make it back for the last song. And after several hours in the hospital to stabilize her knee, she did make it back. But
wow, good for her.
That's tough, though, right?
Yeah, it happens, though. Some people dance with a passion.
That's nothing compared to the pain of marriage.
Okay, yeah.
You're just preparing yourself for what's to come.
Right. A knee's nothing. There's a car that drove over one of those big red balls outside of a Target store. You seen those?
Yes, I think those balls are there to keep you from driving in Target.
They are. It's a good thing it was there because, yeah, the car was all the way up on it. This happened in North Carolina. The woman was backing out. She accelerated and backed over the red ball.
Damn, lady.
They were able to get her out safely, but when they did, they noticed that she smelled a little bit like the sauce.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, she was inebriated. So
Is it possible she got into the accident, got stressed out, and then went and got a beer after?
She drove over the ball, and then while she was in her car, she drank a whole fifth of vodka.
Like Kevin O'Leary's wife?
Yeah, that's the excuse.
Yeah.
We don't buy it.
Well, this is smart marketing. There's this retailer in the UK, and they said, how much could we make off of selling free Britney t-shirts?
Oh my gosh, it's so hot right now. I would buy one.
Yeah, so the guy said, yes, do it. Get the shirts.
Yes.
10,000 shirts
Okay,
they
let's
ordered.
go. Let's sell them.
And he's like, I'm ready to sell them. And then when they came in, the first person that looked at them went to buy them said, who's Brittany? I said, what do you mean? They said, you spelled it Brittany. That's like Brittany, like what we have here in England. That's not like Britney Spears. They spelled it wrong.
Oh, nobody's going to buy them.
There's a few ways you can spell Brittany. My
Yes.
niece is Brittany, and she spells it differently than Britney Spears.
He didn't
Yeah.
spell the same way that the person who's trying to be free spells it, and so now he's stuck with 10,000 misspelled Free Britney t-shirts.
Oh, no.
That's tough.
That is real tough.
How do you bounce back from that? Can you get a positive out of that situation?
I don't think you can.
He's got a story, but I mean, are people still going to be like going, yeah, I'm not buying the shirt?
You can just donate them to the homeless.
I guess a major loss, yeah.
I think that's what you donate them to the homeless.
Donate it and get the tax write-off.
The only thing I think there is towns named Brittany spelled that way. That would be the only thing I'd suggest is maybe see if you can sell it to them and a play off of them. Maybe they have tourist shops. Be like, hey, see, it's like Britney Spears, but it's actually Brittany, your town.
That's
and
so awful, though.
It's not a bad try.
You gotta try,
I
right?
think that's all you got.
You gotta try.
I think that's all you got. Now, this is kind of interesting. Apparently, we have a way to get rid of all the plastics on planet Earth. The only trick is we got to feed them to cows.
Oh, boy.
Apparently, scientists discovered that common plastics can be broken down in cows' stomachs. Apparently, they've got microbes and enzymes that can break down plastic bags, bottles, textiles, and even food packaging.
Huh.
How do the cows feel about that?
Yeah. Is that good for the cow?
Do they find it utterly disturbing?
Yeah, I would imagine they do, yes. Now, I can't see that they would be feeding all the world's plastics to cows, but maybe if they could recreate those same microbes and enzymes, then they could start applying that to the plastics they have to get them to break down.
There you go. Genetically manufacture those microbes.
Yeah, but don't feed the cows plastic. Something tells me that might become a problem with the meat.
Yeah.
It already comes out prepackaged.
Yes.
A Portland, Oregon couple has made $111,000 in less than a year after hosting 2,700 guests who booked use of their pool through Swimply. Remember me talking about that?
Yes.
During the pandemic, a lot of public pools closed down, so you could, on an hourly rate, rent out your pool, kind of like an Airbnb.
It's kind of an amazing concept.
Yeah, they would do theirs for $75 an hour for a minimum of 5 guests, and then they would charge an additional $10 an hour for each guest above 5. And the pool allows for a maximum of 23 guests, and in that time, they made $111,000.
Damn.
That's some impressive stuff,
That
huh?
really is. Good for you guys.
If you got a tricked out pool, that is a pretty good little way to make some money. I don't know if you saw this, boy. If you were impressed by the Bright Line we got here in South Florida, China definitely just up the game a little bit. They've unveiled a train that moves at 373 miles per hour.
Holy
It's the
moly.
fastest ground vehicle in the world.
I mean, that train's going to have a kill count crazy
Jerome.
number.
Yeah, you think people are picking off the Bright Line here? Can you imagine what's going to happen in China?
It's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, they say this train uses electromagnetic forces to allow the train to basically levitate above the track with no contact between body and rail.
What?
So, I mean, with this new advancement and Brightline spending all this money on new tracks, are they going to get all the tracks laid down before they say, you know what, there's a much better way to do trains?
We're going trackless.
Take up the tracks. Yeah, they say it's the lack of friction that lets the train reach these blistering speeds, so you don't want tracks.
What?
Don't! Brightline, what are we doing?
I saw they were up and running, doing little test runs. Brightline's coming back in the fall
Yeah, they are until they read this story.
with the tracks.
That's crazy. They say a journey of more than 620 miles currently takes only, it takes 3 hours by plane. They say by train, 2.5 hours.
Whoa.
From Beijing to Shanghai. So you would go faster on this train than you would by flying it.
And it seems like it'd be so much easier.
Wow. That really kind of changes the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Of train travel. Hello, Brightline. Can you call us and let us know what you think about this?
Let's get the few voyages under their belt and see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, if
I want to see this
If it is
thing.
effective and good, and that really is how you need to do trains, yeah, what are we doing here in Florida? Maybe there's something better. Can you imagine how fast you could get from Miami to Disney on a train that goes 373 miles an hour?
Oh my gosh, you'd be there in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
Interesting
crazy.
stuff. Yep, there you go.
Getting there's half the fun, though, kids.
In a bright line, getting there is fun. They really do treat you like a rock star on those trains.
Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to get your first drink on that train in China.
Can y'all slow down? I need to catch my buzz.
Look who you're talking to. She'll get the first drink in her.
It's in my purse.
Okay, we had Jeff Bezos blasting into space yesterday for all of 11 minutes, coming back down to Earth. So if anybody on the KVJ show was going to become a billionaire, who would you think is most likely to do it, and how would they become a billionaire? Suits looks like money. He's always got the suit on.
It's probably going to be Suits. He'll probably do some kind of partnership with his dad and make like millions.
Okay.
He's going to be involved in some kind of a yacht thing. And
Cruise line.
A cruise
Yes.
thing, but it's going to be where he's on a cruise and someone tries to throw him off the balcony. He sues the cruise company and gets billions of dollars.
Okay.
Millions in the beginning. He takes that millions, puts it back into the cruise line. Billionaire.
Yeah, he built his own Suits cruise ship.
But he needs to get that money from when someone tries to strangle him and throw him overboard.
Okay,
He's
yeah.
got to sue them.
Okay. I think I'm going to go with Denny's on this one. And I think it would be in the marijuana field.
Oh.
There'd be something he would get into, his expertise there. It is a booming industry. He, to me, is one of the thought leaders in America on weed. I would say it's going to be something on that.
It's a little disrespectful. I'd say the world.
He should actually try to team up with people now
Yeah.
that can make it happen. Because if they ever do legalize it recreationally,
In
he
Florida.
could have his own thing. He's the guru.
Here's the thing y'all don't know because your guys aren't in that game. People are they've already done
Yeah.
the front end work. They are ready to pounce on this. They've got partners ready to go.
I know, but Denny's could be one of those guys. And Denny's already has the credibility. All of these other people, you're just getting to know them. We know Denny's. We know his knowledge of pot.
I think it would be a field that's already established, but Denny's would come up with some kind of revolutionary strain that would just be like, oh my gosh, it's amazing for the entire world. Okay, who on the KVJ show is most likely to cry during a movie?
I mean, probably me.
Okay.
Or me.
I can tear up on a Field of Dreams.
I mean, I cry like 10 times watching TikTok.
Not weeping, but do the eyes get misty?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
I weep.
Okay.
I mean, do you watch something go? You're not the most peaceful crier either.
I'm an awful crier.
It sounds like a crow dying.
It's terrible.
Who on the KVJ show would be most likely to become a spy? Maybe even against the United States. Who would be the best spy?
I think that would also be Denny's.
Do you?
I do.
Okay. What are his spy qualities?
Well, people tell him stuff. They don't even realize they're telling him all this information. He's good at getting information and laying low.
Yeah. You're right. He does lay low. He's subtle. He's undercover. That might work out well. He knows a lot of the computer technical stuff. A lot of the spy game now is done.
And
online.
dark web.
And he is in love with Russia. Loves them.
Does. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
Just kidding, Denny.
Who on the KVJ show is most likely to remember a stranger's name after meeting them once? Who's that?
Suits.
Okay.
Suits or Virginia. It's
Okay.
definitely not me or Kevin. We're terrible at names.
Okay.
It's going to be Suits or Virginia. Denny's
Okay.
ain't that great with names. He's in the mid.
Am I
Okay.
drinking? Because
That's why I go with Suits. Suits wins that one.
Suits?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely Suits.
Okay. Who on the KVJ show is most likely to cause a traffic jam on I-95? It's Virginia or Bird?
It's Virginia or Bird.
Probably Bird, maybe?
yeah, probably Bird.
Yeah, okay.
Calamity.
Yeah, Bird. And who is most likely to choke at Wheel of Fortune? You get on the game, it's going great, and you ever seen that where they have that one puzzle and it's so easy and everybody knows what it is, yet somehow somebody just chokes and you're like, what?
It's weird because there's some nights where I'm on fire on Wheel of Fortune, and then there's nights where I can't get it together. You got to keep in mind, too, that's at your house. You're going to be up on stage with the lights hitting you. You have an audience.
It's a different stress level.
It's a different animal.
Okay. All right.
I think it's going to be you because you really want to go on the show.
He does.
I love it. I mean, I don't know. You're right. I'll probably blow it.
Okay. We've been talking about this a little bit, just the problems going on in the service industry. We talked about several things. One, they're having a hard time hiring people. Two, they're having a hard time staying open because they are having a shortage of workers, and some restaurants are having to close on certain days or closing early or not opening at all.
The Juicy Daddy couldn't get a Whopper the other day at 12:30
Damn, that's
We're talking
lunch
the
rush.
heart of lunch.
Yeah.
They had to close Burger King because they didn't have employees there.
When I was at Legoland, I noticed everybody was brand new. And then I sat back and thought about it. I was like, oh, wait, yeah. Everybody got furloughed.
Right.
So all these employees just started. Nobody knew what they were doing. It was just like everybody was learning on the job at the whole entire theme park. It was crazy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that's really kind of what is going on. And now there are other problems that are going on, including this lawsuit going against McDonald's. And they didn't have a good day in court yesterday. They're going to have to answer for an alleged systemic sexual harassment problem in its more than 100 corporate-owned and operated restaurants in Florida. A federal judge denied the company's motion to dismiss the $500 million class action lawsuit.
Wow.
Kind of started with two former employees who say that they were repeatedly subjected to sexual harassment and physical assaults at a company-owned McDonald's near Orlando. They went to their managers for help, but instead of getting help, the managers just cut their hours.
Wow.
Mixed sexism?
And now at least 50 workers have filed sexual harassment charges against McDonald's with the commission over the past 4 years, and McDonald's has even acknowledged the problem. They're trying to do some things to kind of fix it, but they're saying, maybe it's not even necessarily this one isolated incident with McDonald's, but people in the service industry. And this pandemic has changed things, and maybe it'll change things hopefully for the better. But people in the service industry, this is something that happened pre-pandemic too. Service industry workers having to be in toxic environments. And they say that a lot of this really kind of goes along with the way that the environment is set up. Because if you look at service industry workers, they're expected to do their duties in a friendly manner with a smile on their face, which many customers wind up taking advantage of. And then on top of it, they're trying to be nice and kiss your butt to try to get a good tip.
I know, too. The more alcohol's at a place where people are drinking, the worse it gets, too, of people hitting on other people. And a lot of times, too, it's within. I've dated people that have been in the restaurant industry, and depending on who owns it and who's the manager of that place, there can absolutely be some gross behavior going on.
They say over the past 6 months, over 66% of restaurant employees reported dealing with some form of sexual harassment in the workplace.
Man, that's a lot.
It is a lot. And it's a problem. And the question is, what do we do to fix it? Because here you are, you've already got an employee shortage after the pandemic, but do you want to go back to how we were doing it before the pandemic? Because there were still problems even then. They say that if employers in the service industry want to help their workers feel safer and avoid sexual harassment, there's a couple things you could do, and you should do. You should make sure that they aren't financially dependent on tips and do away with strict, hey, no matter what the customer does, they're always right.
And that's
service
a lie.
with a smile.
That's a lie. The customer is not always right.
Yeah, and so
Amen.
before it's like if somebody would, grope you or say something that was suggestive or whatever, you're just supposed to smile and kind of take it and walk away. But, saying, no, stand up for yourself. We're not going to tolerate gross behavior from our customers. And if you say, well, I'm never coming back here again, I'm going to go give you a 1-star rating.
Bye.
I'm going to blast you on Facebook.
Bye.
Exactly. And that's really what it is. If you are a manager, I know you hate that and that scares you more than anything. Oh, somebody's going to try to go onto their Facebook page and say how terrible we are, give us 1-star reviews. This really has got to be an industry-wide thing where you start standing up for your workers and saying, we're not going to rely on the tips. And you don't have to take that kind of gross behavior from these obnoxious clients.
Two different stories with two different outcomes. There was a girl that I knew. She was working she worked at a bar, and gross stuff would always happen. And her manager and the owner wouldn't do anything about it. They would say, ignore it. Oh, just don't walk over it. So they were putting a Band-Aid on a horrible problem. Now, a different situation, same kind of thing. Someone's being gross to the person. The owner and manager said, get the hell out of my bar. Get the hell out of my restaurant. You're never welcome here again. I don't care. It starts within. You got to protect your soldiers.
Yeah.
You have to.
Well, and I think what's going to happen now is the shortage of these workers and them coming into saying, you know what, I'm just tired of it. I don't want to go back to this industry because it's gross. It really is. A lot of it's gross. I'm working too hard for not enough money.
It's abusive.
People now, after the pandemic, are worse than they ever were before.
If you are a manager and owner and somebody gropes one of your servers, they tell you about it, everyone knows, and you ignore it and you don't kick that cat out or make a deal out of it, you are very wrong.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So I think that's really what needs to happen. And this pandemic and the current situation that we're in the service industry, it might wind up changing it forever. A lot of people got their own thoughts working in the service industry. Somebody said it'd be nice to see them get a little bit more money. People talking about Chick-fil-A, who does pay more money. But, man, they move a lot of cars in and out of there. We're there a couple times a week. We were there just last night. And, man, they got people zipping all over the place, getting you stuff. They seem like they're running it pretty efficiently and doing it right.
They've definitely figured out customer service.
Yeah.
And efficiency.
Right.
Is it all from just paying more?
Well, I think it's kind of the whole package that they got going on there, but they seem to be about the only one that's necessarily doing it right now. And where we are after this pandemic and how tough it is to get workers to work in your place, I bet a lot of places, your McDonald's, your Burger Kings, all that kind of stuff, they're going to have to really make some big drastic changes and say, we need to study what Chick-fil-A is doing, figure out how, why, and be more like that. So... Now, this is kind of interesting. I'm always looking at new things about food, nutrition, exercise, better living, wellness. All those kind of things are things that I really care about. And this is something that's kind of interesting from TotalBeauty.com. These are weight loss myths that a lot of people believe but aren't necessarily true.
I'm trying to cut down on the LBs right now. I'm listening, Ralston.
Okay, there was even some stuff when I was reading this that I was like, okay, that's an interesting thought. Either it reconfirmed stuff I already knew or maybe even gave me some new stuff I didn't. A calorie is a myth. Not all calories are created the same. The bad carbohydrates, the refined simple sugars are rapidly digested and absorbed into the bloodstream. A high concentration of blood sugars then can be stored as fat.
I always knew that. And I got into the biggest argument with a meathead who was very much in shape. He was trying to tell me a calorie is a calorie. So I said, if I ate 100 calories worth of cookies versus 100 calories worth of fruit, that's the same. He's like, yeah, bro. I said, there's no way.
There's no way.
No,
there's no way.
It's because of what it does in your bloodstream when you get it in there. And that's just really it, is the simple sugars go in there, and then it tells your body to basically then start storing fat. Now, if you have like the fiber from a good carbohydrate, it'll help slow down the rate of digestion, which results in a longer window of time during which the body can burn these calories before the excess is stored as fat. So a calorie is not a calorie. They're not all created equal.
Imagine that.
That is a myth. Let that meathead know that's a myth.
Meatheads lie.
I don't think he thought he was lying. He just was wrong.
He's just wrong. And a lot of people are. I mean, that's the interesting thing is you can have people that are really into wellness and exercise and they look fit and they are just loaded with a bunch of bad information. Another weight loss myth, there are miracle fat burning foods. Now, while there are foods that might temporarily speed up your metabolism, it won't be in any sustained way that will really impact your weight loss. No food's going to do the work for you. Not mustard, salsa, grapefruit, green tea, or celery.
Let's talk about mustard for a second. Mustard's delicious, and there's no calories in it. How is that even possible?
I know. Seems kind of crazy.
It seems really crazy.
Oh, that stone ground mustard. Oh.
Ooh, is it yellow?
When it's got little seeds in it. Oh, I love when I can taste the mustard seed.
Is that a yellow mustard, or is that more of a fancy, I'm got grape poop on?
It is a little more fancy.
Of course, it's the Cuesta mustard.
It's not that bright yellow fake color.
Yeah, we don't have no seeds in our mustard back in Lake Park. What the hell are you talking about, lady?
It's fancy.
Another weight loss myth is avoiding red meat. Red meat in moderation is a great source of protein and iron.
You knew that, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
In moderation. I find as I get older, I can't handle a steak like I used to. It makes my tummy feel weird.
You can't handle the red steak, the red meat, but you can't handle that red wine.
Oh, red wine goes so good with a steak.
Another weight loss myth, don't eat after 8 p.m. They say in TotalBeauty.com, it's not when you eat, it's what and how much you eat.
Huh.
People have a tendency to overeat at night, especially if they've skipped a meal during the day. So that's why they often say don't eat at night. But
that makes sense because I remember when I lost a lot of weight, I was eating late meals and I thought I wasn't going to lose any pounds.
Yeah.
But I was cutting out all the crap.
Right.
And when it is late at night, that's when I get the sweet urges. I want that cake.
Oh, we know the beast comes out.
The feast beast.
Another weight loss myth, wait until you are hungry to eat. People who skip meals or eat erratically have a tendency to overeat to make up for the food that they missed, and eating too few calories actually triggers your body to hold on to fat and burn fewer calories. So don't be afraid to eat when you're hungry. Just make wise choices.
Yeah, I typically don't put anything down my throat for food when we're doing this show until about 2 p.m. is when I first eat during the day usually.
It is, okay. All right, that's your own little thing.
That's wrong.
And then he molests like 7 pizzas.
Well, that's what happens. Then I start dry humping the nachos.
Yeah. Another weight loss myth, you're already genetically predisposed to look a certain way. Now, our genetics do play a role in our body composition, but by eating well and living an active lifestyle, you can overcome your overweight lineage.
Totally.
So if you say my parents are overweight, that's the way I'm going to be.
But also the reverse is true. If you are prone to be overweight and then you eat really bad, you're going to be more overweight and it's going to be really bad for your health.
Also, another weight loss myth, if you're not sweating while working out, you're not working out hard enough. They say there is zero correlation between perspiration and weight loss. The only thing that sweat signifies is that the body is working to cool itself off, but everybody sweats differently. You ever seen that person who's just standing there and it's 40 degrees out and they're sweating buckets? And you're like, what's going on? Yeah, so that doesn't mean that they're actually burning a lot of calories or they're losing weight.
It means that they're holding a ton of cocaine and they don't want the cops to find out.
Yes.
They just saw a drug dog.
Yeah, that's why they're sweating in the snow.
They say what works best for your lifestyle and your schedule is what is going to work best because you'll stick with it. Your muscles will continue to burn calories after both aerobic and anaerobic exercise. So it's not the sweat, it's just doing a little bit of the work.
Is there anything on that myth list about, you burn so many calories when you flog your,
masturbation calories?
Yeah, I've heard, you burn a lot during that and sex.
I think they do have a breakdown as to how many calories you do burn for each. But, the one realization I had recently about calories is a lot of people, they think that if they go to the gym, spend a lot of time on a treadmill, an exercise bike, or having sex or whatever, they're burning all these calories. You don't realize that 80 to 90% of your calories that your body burns is doing regular things like digestion, growing hair and nails. That's what the calories really go to. So you crush it on an exercise bike and you think you now can go eat 2 pizzas because of but you don't burn nearly as many calories on the exercise bike as you think.
I'll tell you what really is bothersome. I bought these vegetarian sushi rolls. I'm like, I'm real hungry. I'm going to try some of this. Then I'm reading the calories and all that. And it had the breakdown of what you had to run. 45 minutes to go run, to eat, to burn off 1.5 of these rolls.
And that's the problem. People will start running a little bit and they think, I can eat, and then they overcompensate. And if you put more bad calories into your body than you're burning, you don't realize, like I said, it takes a lot to burn off the calories. So the best thing to do is, all my trainers have always told me this, it's 80% diet. Focus most on your diet, eating the right calories the right way, and, do some stuff. Be active, move around.
Well, the be active part, I think, is good just to stay healthy, to be alive.
Yeah, it is.
Masturbation is not exercise.
Man, I thought between the masturbating and all that lentil soup I was eating, I was going to have a 6-pack by Friday. I'll still have that 6-pack, but it will be beer.
Yeah.
I would like to see your workout video, though.
I don't think you would.
We should put it on a website, a pay site.
Oh, you want to get back to that OnlyFans thing?
OnlyFans. I think we could be a millionaire because of Jbird.
Bird just eating lentil soup and then M-baiting the whole time?
Yes.
Hot.
I would pay, and I know I'm not alone.
We call it getting gentle with lentil.
Okay. Today is National Hot Dog Day, National Junk Food Day as well. I guess apparently somebody was saying.
They're trying to hit you with a 1-2 punch around here.
Yeah.
You got to be careful, though. There's now different federations breaking apart from others, and they're making their own holidays, and the
Okay.
other one doesn't look at it as a holiday.
Yeah.
Breeding confusion, Virginia.
I know.
Yeah, I'd seen the hot dog one, hadn't seen the junk food one. Hot dog seems like it should be around 4th of July. Isn't that kind of like a hot dog kind of day?
Yeah, they missed the mark on this.
Yeah. Anybody going to celebrate with a hot dog today? Anybody here eat hot dogs?
I love hot dogs, Kevin.
Yeah.
I got to be really hungry. They kind of gross me out.
I don't want to know the behind the scenes of how they make the hot dog. I know it's repulsive, but there's just nothing better than a soft bun and a little charred dog. Ugh.
I was scarred as a kid. My mom used to put them in the microwave and they would split open, and then we wouldn't have the right kind of bread, so you'd have to use the ass end of the bread loaf.
Yeah, we didn't do it right either.
It wasn't the most appetizing look for the hot dog.
My mom would do that. The hot dog would split. She would take one piece of brown bread and she would wrap that around the hot dog. It was the grossest hot dog ever.
Oh, a split hot dog from the microwave makes me want to hurl.
Yeah. So we asked on our Twitter, what is the first condiment that belongs on a hot dog? 60% said ketchup.
Boom.
36% said mustard, and 4% said relish.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's not fair. I like mustard better, but I get it. The masses love ketchup.
Virginia's hatred for ketchup has blinded her to how popular ketchup truly is. You've heard her talk about Rocco. Rocco is eating ketchup.
I just don't like it.
Yeah, I enjoy ketchup, but it felt like it was something I did when I was younger, having the ketchup on the hot dog. Now I think I'm a mustard only dude.
Because you've evolved.
Y'all are out of your minds. So many people love and use ketchup on the reg. Y'all act like it's going out of style or something.
I just can't. I can't with them.
Okay. All right, well, there you go. Hopefully you'll all enjoy celebrating National Hot Dog Day. Coming up, the After the Show podcast, something that you can watch live on YouTube on KVJ TV. Just go to YouTube and look for the KVJ Show, and we are right there for you. Also, get it on demand anytime on any of your podcast apps or on the free 97.9 WRMF app. All right, before we get to that, Jbird is going to wrap us here today with his thoughts.
Those who can make you believe absurdities can make you commit atrocities.
Oh, that's so true.
Dang.
Right.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.